Oh, let me do another one, though I'm reading. I'm trying to prepare. I'm going to give you a little insight on Vimeo. You know, I've had battles with various websites, and I know, those of you that watch some of my videos, look, I know that some of them are like, oh, that guy's, he cursed or he did this or that. That's not what Vimeo did, okay? Vimeo is a video site that I thought was reliable. But I had battles. I'll get to Vimeo in a second. I had battles with WordPress, and I credit them because after we tried to resolve it, of course, everything stayed on. I really credit LinkedIn because they deleted all of my links, and it was simply because, not out of retaliation or whatever, they couldn't contact me through an old email, and so I put some scathing posts on LinkedIn. As far as I know, they left them on there. Of course, those are free sites. So I've had YouTube. Vimeo was considered, they wanted to be a video site comparable to compete with YouTube and all. Really, nobody's able to compete with YouTube in the video upload venue. But this is how I know Vimeo is somewhat of a scam. The last 2 weeks, when I upload videos to these different sites you see, some of the new ones I have, Vimeo started sending like messages when you go to your site to upload videos. It said, oh, you're running out of space. And I know how much space I have. I have a weekly limit because I didn't upload to the business plan, which I didn't need. But I uploaded to whatever it was. It's not the free plan. It's like you can upload so much a week, and that was fine for me. But then it started saying, why don't you upload to the business plan, which is $300, $500 a year. I don't need that. And then, of course, I got into my site and uploaded. But it seemed like, okay, there were a few little hoops I had to jump through. And then the next time I went to upload, once again it said, why don't you try our business plan? It was about money. It was about them trying to get me onto the whatever, $500 a year plan or whatever. And after that kept showing up 2 or 3 times, every time I went to upload, that's when they just deleted everything. So it wasn't like a personal thing where they said, oh, we think he's, too conservative, too liberal, too... It was just a matter of they want you to get into the paid plan. Vimeo, like some other video sites, YouTube is free. But Vimeo offers a free plan, which initially I got on that years ago. And then I upgraded to like the next step up, whatever it was called. But the way they deleted it was they first tried to say, pay more, pay more, pay more. Look, YouTube's free. Those other that I have are like $2 a month or whatever. It's not expensive to be in those. But what you lose is the work you put in. Every link that they arbitrarily said, we try to get this guy to pay more. I'll pay for, what I look at is not so much the money aspect. On all these little ones I pay for, I look at the reliability. That's what I look at. And if I know that there's a site that's a professional site, then I feel comfortable with that site. And it's the process, how it led up to them deleting my videos, putting those ads every couple of days. Why don't you get it shows how much space I had. That's why they're untrustworthy. Now, I'm not going to teach right now. I didn't have the time really to review all that I needed to review for the Sunday video. But I was reading Exodus. These are the mass verses I will be teaching Sunday. And as soon as I read the famous scripture from Exodus about Moses and the blood, sprinkling the blood, a verse came to my mind from Hebrews, comparing it. You'll see that when I teach it Sunday. Sure enough, the next mass verse was that verse, talking about the blood of the covenant. Now, I want to upload this, and I really think Vimeo lost credibility in the process, all right? Now, I'll pray for you guys tonight. Some friends I know are going through things. And a quick note on why do people like, I didn't panic, but this last week we had the Roseanne Barr thing going on, and she tweeted some bad stuff out, and then she said, I'm going off Twitter. Then she got back on. Why do people, or it's common to see people, friends on Facebook, say, I'm leaving, and I see that, but they normally don't leave, and people want, if they feel that they're getting an opinion out. Roseanne Barr said, I'm not going on Twitter, I'm off, and then she was back. And then some people, when they get banned from Twitter, in the history of going back and forth, politics or whatever, you see them suing Google or whatever. You took me off, and sadly, that tragic incident that happened a few months back, where some girl went down to Google, the headquarters, I guess, Sacramento, and attacked it, shut it up or whatever, because she thought there were things going on with the Google. That's what that means, by the way, that title. Beware of Vimeo. That's what that means. Not beware in a threat sense. But you could see that when you watch that video. So if people feel like they have maybe just one access, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Roseanne Barr, or somebody saying, I'm off, and then they're right back on, it's because that became a venue for them to speak. That became a venue. And what I look at, in my case, of all the hours it takes to upload, and I want to have, when I did all those radio years, I never lose a video. I have everything on multiple flash drives. You know, when you got to buy more flash drives and more flash drives over the years and upload, you realize you're doing a lot of work, because your flash drives thumb drives hold a lot. And so that's really what the issue is. It's not so much if you're paying for a site, it's reliability of a site. That's what you look at. And I always felt, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube or whatever, I've always felt like I don't get a whole lot of comments because I don't interact that much on my sites. I can't, because I'm doing the teaching on. But I've never taken down, I've had some bad comments. People said, you are wrong about, and I, believe it or not, the way I am, I said, thank you for the comment. Maybe some people thought, oh, this guy's going to really respond. I've never removed a comment. If people say something very negative, I just leave it. I've had some of that happen. That's fine, I just leave it. I feel like the venue is, everybody should have a voice. And if you're critical of the conservative side, or the sad thing about this Vimeo thing, I don't think it had anything to do with that. It had to do with money. Kept saying, hey, why don't you upgrade? That kept coming up. And I couldn't get access to the site. I pay for that. I said, oh, that's a scam. They lose credibility, all right? So I already got to upload this. I won't get to read the rest. I'll upload a regular thing Sunday. And but that's what you're seeing take place. People want to have a voice, and I think they should have a voice. I don't think we should fire Samantha Bee, or even the cancellation of the Roseanne thing. The whole show, as bad as people make statements, it becomes a matter of, oh, let's boycott advertisers. People have the freedom to watch what they want to watch. If you don't like somebody's videos, you don't have to watch them. So there's a big question on the, I believe that Vimeo is practicing bad business practices, because as I tried to contact them, there was another site I went to, and it had the list of all the people that Vimeo won't stop charging them. Meaning, some people quit Vimeo, and they kept taking money out. That's not good. Oh, my bell just rang. Let's see. God bless you.